Welcome back, y'all. This is another Reddit story. This is a life advice. So let's go ahead and get into it. Take one. So welcome back to my channel, y'all. I appreciate you all for being here. This is Tonetta Clay, your life and your relationship coach and your social worker as well. Like I said, definitely welcome back to the channel. And make sure that you subscribe and of course click the notification bell to receive all the videos that upload from this point here on out. So let's go ahead and get into this. And like I said, this is a life advice Reddit story. So and it's kind of long, so bear with me, y'all. It says, how do I quit being me? Here's the story. Nobody wants me. I have friends and family who love their idea of me, but not the real me. They don't like the obsessive, nuanced loser that I really am. They like me when I'm pretending to be sociable and happy. They like the sarcastic boy, but that's not who I want to be. I won't get anywhere in life with my passions. Knowing a lot about a dead music genre won't get me a job. Playing guitar internally poorly won't get me money. I can't get signed to a record label with what I enjoy, and the music industry sucks anyway. My music isn't marketable or artsy or smart. How do I settle for a job I'll hate out of high school? Oh, he's in high school still. Okay. I'll have to get something that I won't like because the only thing I enjoy is grunge music. I hate the idea of playing the game, so to speak. Working a job I don't want, living in a home that I don't own, and living a life that I don't want. I don't want to be alone forever, but I have to be. No one wants to live like me. My future would probably be living in a van, working as a janitor, and trying to play music on the side. That isn't very appealing to anyone. So I have to change myself to be tolerable and accepted in this world. I'm not going to say my age because I don't want anyone to brush away my thoughts. I'm in high school. That's all I'll say. I figured. If you want to know, I'll mention my age in other posts and comments. That's unimportant. I'm not a worker type. I don't value money at all. I think it's stupid. That makes it very hard to do anything. I lack what everyone else seems to have, the internal drive to succeed. I don't care about making anything of myself or getting a good job or going to college. That all feels pointless. I'm failing all three of my classes with almost no hope of getting my grades up. But what's the point? I mean, I don't want a half decent job. I don't want college, so why should I try? I'm not motivated by my grades or anything. It doesn't mean anything to me. How do I make it mean something? I'm just not a good person for this world. I barely get out of bed. I keep forgetting to brush my teeth. I have sores on my lips from bad hygiene. I'm on antidepressants that were prescribed for anxiety, but those just numb me out. I feel less happy and less sad all the time. I can barely get dressed. It's been super cold where I'm from, but I'm too lazy to even put on jeans. So I just freeze in shorts. I can't do anything other than rot. I have therapy, but my family car broke down, so I have to do online sessions that I hate because my family can hear my every problem. I hate living like this. I post these big long rants almost every day because I desperately need attention. Who cares? I'm just a loser on the internet. Have you ever heard the song Shame on You by Alice in Chains? That's how I feel most days, like I'm not living and I'm just alive. I can't stand this anymore. I hate who I am. I haven't gotten to that. I've struggled with my gender identity for years back and forth through a million identities. The one that keeps popping up is being a girl. I hate this because I'm not. I'm a boy. I hate being me. I want to be pretty, sweet, caring, loving, and genuine. Instead, I'm sarcastic, unfunny, full of himself, fat, pathetic man. I'm nothing, just weak and annoying. I can't take it anymore. I'm just wasting my time on this planet. I'm a waste of time. I know that I need professional help. I get professional help, but look where I am. I'm still just as sick and miserable. Now what? I hate living this life, and it says, please help. And I can tell that the person was in high school. It sounded like they were young anyway from me reading this. But the first thing, I mean, if you don't want to change your life, there's nothing nobody can do to change it. That's the first thing I will say. The whole thing you talked about yourself, the whole thing was negative. You have to put some positives in there somewhere. If you don't, your life is going to be the exact way that you're talking about for the rest of your life until you die. That's for number one. Like I said, if you want a positive life and all these kind of things, you're going to have to create your life. I understand that, with all the internet and social media these days, because that's what you grew up on, I'm sure. I didn't. We didn't have internet and social media 20 years ago or 20, whatever, about 20 years ago. You all grew up on this. We didn't. So we have developed other skills outside of social media. I guess I put it that way. And I know with social media, the job is this. You shouldn't get a job. You should have a business, do all these things. You do what's going to make you happy. If you want to go into some kind of music, then go into the music. You can be a music teacher somewhere. Whatever you want to do, have your own business plan, teaching folks how to play guitar. I don't know. Since you mentioned the guitar, that's a choice that you have to make. But if you never pull yourself, the medicine that you're taking, it sounds like it's not helping. The therapist is definitely not helping. Or you can have all those things in your life, but you're going to have to figure out how to pull yourself up out of this rut. The medicine cannot do it, and the therapist cannot do it. You have to learn how to do that. You have to develop your own backbone, your own resiliency, your own sense of happiness and inner peace in order to live your life. I don't care how many medications they put you on for your mental health and all this kind of stuff. It's not going to work until you start working your own life. I know that, yes, society's set up, money is this and money is that. Yeah, everything takes money. If you don't want to live in a society that takes money, then be homeless. That's the only other choice you got. There is no other part of life unless you start a business somewhere, like I said before. Everything that you do is going to take money. That's how the whole world is set up. There is no caveman days where you go hunt for food and that kind of thing. That's been over a long time ago. I'm not sure what you're expecting. I'm sure some of this is coming from social media as well, from some of the comments or from some of the folks or posts or that kind of thing that you see. Just know that life is how it's set up, is how it's set up already. You can go to school, go to college. If you don't want to go to college, get a job. If you don't want the job, start a business. Do you have any skills? And this is for anybody out there that's going through the same thing as well. There's adults who think like this too, very negative all the time. So, of course, your life is going to be full of negativity. If you want to change something about your life, then go ahead and change the stuff. Most times, nobody cares about all that but you. Yes, your family will care and that kind of thing until you're out of the household. Okay, that's fine. If you want to change something about your life, whether it's your sexual identity, whatever it is, you being a more happy person, then go ahead and start doing those things. You don't have to constantly go down the same negative path that you've been going down. That is a choice that you're making. And there's not much more I can say about this because, like I said, if you don't change your own ways, nothing, no therapist, no medication, no anything can help you. You have to help yourself. Yes, the therapist is there for you to talk to get ideas from and another set of eyes and that kind of thing and get possibly some advice from or how to move forward or some tips and strategies from. That's about it. Everything else is on you. The medication, yes, while it can change some of the hormones within your body and that kind of thing, so the hell does exercise does the same damn thing. Start exercising every day. You mentioned that you was fat, you didn't like the way you look. Start exercising every day. Exercise does also release those endorphins, those happy hormones, and to help you with depression and those types of things too, to give you a better mood and make you more happier. While you have all these tips and tools and those kind of things, if you never get off your ass and do it, you're never going to have it. And if it's constantly negative all the time, that's all you're going to have. I don't care what you do. Live in your van, do whatever you said you're going to do. If everything is negative, you don't want to live like this world and there's no other world that you're going to live in. There's no alien. Well, unless you find another planet where there's aliens, I guess you go stay with them, I suppose. There's no other way to live a life. You either go to school, high school, go to college, and get a job, or you either go to high school, graduate high school, go to college, start a business. If you don't have to go to college if you don't want to, unless you have the skills to start a business out of high school. A lot of folks do not because they're not disciplined enough. They don't even know what the word discipline means, really, most times. If you're having a hard time getting out of bed, getting up in the morning, doing all this stuff, washing your ass and that kind of thing, of course you don't have any discipline at all. Or self-esteem. So your life probably will be high school, college, and possibly a job. Or a job at some point. Or high school and a job. Until you develop the skills necessary for you to live your own life and for you to be the man that you need to be. Or that you want to be. Those skills don't just come automatically. You have to build those skills. All the skills have to be taught. You have to learn those things. And it takes sometimes years, especially with discipline and self-esteem. You have to keep building that every single day. It's not going to just come to you because the therapist told you or gave you some medicine. That's not how that works for nobody. I don't care if you're in a high school. I don't care if you're an adult. I don't care if you're 95 years old. Life does not work that way. You have to get up off your ass and do something. It sounds like I said, you have no discipline at this point. So what else do you think your life is going to be? Either homeless or you're in school trying to get a job. That's all that life has to offer you at this point. And it has to offer anybody, actually. If you don't want to live in the world with the way the world's going with the money because you got to buy stuff and pay the bills, then you live homeless then. That's the only other option that you have. There is no other option. I mean, like, and if anybody else has any comment, any advice, put it for this person and for any other person that may come through here and listen to this Reddit story, because I know there's others who feel this way as well. Put it down in the comments. Being a life and relationship coach, folks like this, like I said, if you need to reach out to me to of course, to do one-on-one sessions, to hire me as your coach, feel free to do so. The link will be in the description as well. But you got to understand that it does not matter what the therapists tell you. It does not matter what what medication they put you on. What matters is how you feel about yourself and how you're trying to pull yourself up out of this rut. If you're not actively doing that, then you'll always stay in the same negative ass rut until you leave this earth. There's nothing that can help you but you with anything that you said in this whole entire story. And that's for anybody else that's out there. If you're constantly negative all the time, that's all you're going to get. If you're constantly downing yourself and I can't do this and I can't do that, that's exactly what you're going to get until you change your own mindset. While there's resources out here to help you change your mindset, and I can talk about these videos all day long, but you have to do the work behind that. I don't care how old you are. High schoolers know how to do the work. They know how to start talking to themselves positively every day. That's what anybody can do. A 5-year-old can do that, affirmations every day. You have to train yourself to do those things. Life is not going to just happen because you want it to happen or because you don't like it or whatever the case may be. Okay, so what? You either live the life, the high school, the college and job, or high school and job, or you live homeless. Those are the only options that anybody has. Or start a business when you're out of high school, out of college. Those are the only options that anybody in this world has. I don't know what other options you thought there were, or somebody told you online or whatever it is. There are no other options. Hopefully you're not listening to these people that's telling you that you can manifest all this stuff or that you can live life without having issues and this kind of thing. That's a damn lie. Everybody's life is going to have problems, and you're going to have to do some work in order to create the life that you want. Like I said, I know you're in high school. I don't care if you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, whatever age you are, you have to create a life that you want. If you don't like the life that you're living, then change it then. You said what you want to change it to, then start making those changes. Every day, doing something positive. Every day, doing something that creates happiness around you. Whatever the case will be, you have to start doing the work on that. It's not going to just happen because you don't like it. And if you keep, like I said before, I don't care, no matter what I'm saying in this video, if you're so much in a rut and you don't want to pull yourself together and get a backbone and start trying to shift your mindset, you will never have what you want. Just know that. And like I said, for those who are listening also, if you have any other advice for this person or anybody else that's going through this, which a lot of people do, put it down in the comments and let folks know that you, of course, pray for folks if you want to as well. Because I know this person probably needs prayer as well. I don't know if they go to church or believe in God. I have no idea, but I'm pretty sure that they need prayer coming their way as well. And there's others out there, I'm sure, who need the prayer too. So put it down in the comments as well. So with that, y'all, again, I'm going to end this. Like I said, that was a Reddit story, life advice, and I hope this helps somebody out there. I know I'm not the kind of person that's going to keep it nice for you. I guess I put it that way because sometimes you need to hear this in order to get up off your butt and actually do something. So with that, y'all, again, this is Tonetta Clay. This is my channel. Make sure that you all subscribe, of course, to the channel and click that notification bell to receive all the videos I upload from this point here on out. And of course, I'm going to put in the comments, in the description, how you can work with me one-on-one. And there'll also be an ebook down there as well. Ebooks and printables and that kind of thing that you can, of course, pick up too if you need some help with learning who you are. There are some journaling printables, some things that you can download and that kind of thing and start doing your own inner work. They're only a few dollars if you want to pick it up. But like I said, I'll put that information down in the description of this video. So with that, y'all, again, this is Tonetta Clay. Reddit stories, life advice, take one. Peace out, y'all. See y'all in the next video.